In this chapter, I'll cover everything about Photoshop tools. I'll briefly explain every tool into detail, especially the ones that you need to know as a beginner and some advanced ones as well. I will also try to keep all the lessons apart, so all the Photoshop tools apart, so that you can come back in the future and only have a look at that certain lesson that you are still interested in. All right, so let's get right away into the tools section here. On the left-hand side, you guys still remember in the previous lesson we talked about the toolbar, and at the top, the option bar. If we go to edit here, toolbar, you can right away edit again your toolbar, subtract and add some of the tools that you don't need or that you found on other tutorials or other instructors. Then you can add these tools to your own toolbar, or again stick with the one that I have currently. It's good for beginners. I'm going to hit done, move this to the side, clip it right away, and start just talking about another point here. Whenever you select a tool on the left hand side, have a look, the option bar always changes. I'm not talking about this white menu line, I'm talking about this little line over here. If I select the marking tool, it right away changes. If I select the lasso tool, it changes. So why do we need this? This little line, the menu option here, is basically there to help you to refine the tool or tweak the tool or find a certain different element from the certain tool. So you will always work with these and also with the tools. Say for instance, if I'm going to select the text tool here, right away you see, here at the top are all my fonts, here are all the styles, as well the size, color, and where do I want to write. Again, a few options to work just with this tool. Sometimes you can also right click onto the tool, especially if it has this little arrow, and you will see there are a few more tool options in here under that tool. Say for instance, like the text tool, first up is horizontal type and then vertical type. So with everything that has a little icon here, a little arrow, you'll see it has eyedropper, color sample, and red eye. Also with the crop, slice tool, and slice select tool. Okay, so let's start now with the first one, which is the move tool. It will basically just move around your image. It will not move around your canvas. That is again the hand tool. More about that later. For now, it's just important to understand the move tool. It will only move around your image in your canvas. That goes for every single layer. If you move it around and you've placed it somewhere, you can also use the cursors on your keyboard in order to move left and right, up and down, or wherever to space this into the right position. So again, very essential to know a little bit of these keyboard shortcuts. You can use cursors. Plus also now, if you want to zoom in, maybe you don't know when exactly you're back to the line, you can press Z on the keyboard. Have a look, it changes right away into the zoom tool. Now I can zoom in. If you're not familiar with this and struggle, don't forget there's still the navigator. All right, you're zooming in. Now you see this gap over here, we want to fill it up. Instead of going to my move tool, I'll press V on the keyboard in order to speed up my workflow. Now I'm already in the move tool and I can just with my cursors move this canvas again back to the line and clip it in. Press Z on the keyboard, zoom out again, hold spacebar on the keyboard and move my canvas. So more about those other tools later, but for now I just want you to understand that keyboard shortcuts are really essential and they will speed up your Photoshop workflow quite a lot. So try to learn the keyboard shortcuts right away from the beginning. So this was all about the move tool already. At the top I will not explain too much here about the options. This will come in the future state. For now you only need to know more about the move tool.